again. I hope you're glad you can join me. This is Jennifer O'Neill with ITW Consulting. This does property and asset management. Today, I'm going to talk about questions to ask property management companies that you're interviewing to maybe manage your property that you're in the process of purchasing. And so this is one of the due diligence steps that you want to do ahead of time, so you're not scrambling later. And it also gives you information about the area of those property managers and what they're charging. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I've got a spreadsheet that I've set up to help keep track of that. So when you are interviewing property management companies, you can keep all this information in one spot and then fill up in one area, and then can do some comparisons on what they're offering and different things. So I'm going to share that with you real quick. So hold on a second while I get that up here so you can see it. And here we go. Oops, not that. Didn't want to share that. Sorry. Let me go to the right one. Sorry about that. Let's see, share screen. Here we go. Okay. All right, so here you have the Excel spreadsheet. It's very simple, very basics. Up top, I have basically the name of the property management company, their address, their city, state, their contact person, their phone number, several phone numbers, and email, their websites, and notes that you can take. And then over here on the left, I have some different questions to find out what type of quality property management that company are. One of them is, what type of properties do they actually manage? Is it single family homes? Is it small apartment buildings like under 20 units? Is it larger ones like 25 up to 200? Because that can make a difference. Are they doing A class, B class, C type properties? Because they're going to be different amenities or services that they're going to provide or not provide. Another question you would have is, how many units do they actually do? If you're a small apartment complex that maybe only has 32 units, when you talk to ones that manage 100, 250 units, you'll basically be a small fish in a big pond. So they might not be a good match from you because they may not provide the level of service that you want for your apartment complex. Doesn't mean that the service won't be good, but it may be harder for them to respond to you because you are a smaller fish in their bigger pond. Another question would be, is how do you do your bookkeeping? Is it on site? Do you guys external out? Do you use QuickBooks? How do you access, and what reports do you as the owner investor or the managing member in a syndication can you get from them? And what type of reports? Are they going to be monthly? Are they profit and loss? If you want changes, can you help set up the chart of accounts? All of these are questions that helps finalize, because when you also do that, you're going to have to take that accounting to your bookkeeper, because there will be GAAP accounting, because the property management company may not be paying for your mortgages. They may not pay your property taxes. They may not pay your insurance. Those can all be options. But if not, then you have to reconcile that with your bookkeeper and all that stuff that you are doing. And that's one reason, as I, as an asset manager, can help fill that gap in between there. Another question might be, is what is the type of software they use? It could be very simple, like a mom and pop, Excel and QuickBooks. Could be all by hand. Could be like one of the different software programs like Yardi, Tenant Cloud, AppFolio are some. There's many more, but those are just some of them. What type of fees do they charge? Is it a basic that we charge 6% of the rental income, and they don't charge for any type of other income, for late fees, for application fees, for setting up a lease agreement? So those are questions that you want to know, because that's going to add to your total expense when you're trying to budget and plan for your profit and loss and NOI. Another question is, what are your tenant criteria? How are they screening their tenants now? And are they willing to change if you have different criteria that you're working with and want to do? Or if some people have certain projects that they want to help low income or vets, or so they want to make sure that they have vets in their property. So they want to make sure, can they screen for that or not? Another one is, do they do background checks? How do they do it? What system do they use? And how do they deal with delinquencies and their program for that? Another one is, what is their eviction process and how do they do that? Do they can give you a timeline so you can see. Another one is, how do they do unit turns? What is their system? What is their timeline? Do they think that's an urgency? You can find that's a lot of lost money for investors if it takes 2 months to get a unit turn. And I've worked with a company that does take that long, and we work to shorten it. And so there's different methods that you can do that, and that's questions you want to ask. You also want to ask if the property management company is growing. Are they looking for new clients or not? If other questions you can ask them, and you may rule them out because they don't match you, is different information about that area. You know, what do the property you're looking at, what is that area? Is it a B class, an A class, a C class property? What things have they heard going on in their markets, in their town or location that can help you? Things that may be coming up. Some property management companies are going to be more forthright on that. Other ones aren't. And you just have to keep going down the list. And so you do. You just, if you send the spreadsheet, if you want me to have it, you can add all the different property management companies up top here. I have just different columns. You can scroll over, I set it up. And then this way you can keep track of it all. And then you can do costs and comparisons at the end and see which one is the best match for you. So that's about it for today. If you do want this, you can reach out to me. I am on LinkedIn at Jennifer O'Neill, and that's O-N-E-A-L. Just in case, because I know some people spell O'Neill the wrong way, in my opinion. Anyway, so look for me up there, and if you want me, I will send you this property management spreadsheet questions to ask, and I look forward to you. Well, let me get back to my screen, so let me unshare real quick so you can look at me. And I hope you reach out to me and get this, and look forward to other episodes or Zoom calls that I'll be doing to help you with your property management and assets on investments, or if you just want to learn to be a property manager and what that all entails. So talk to you soon. Have a good one.